All right, Alexander 23. Thank you so much for being here on HITZ with me.
Oh, thank you for being here as well. I really appreciate you spending the time.
I see that you're in your home studio.
Always, every second.
You're just ready to roll, like.
Yeah, you never know when it's gonna hit. You gotta be ready. At least I'm here, you know?
All right. Well, let's start by getting to know you a little better. Can you tell me 23 things about yourself? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't think there's that many things about me, honestly.
Okay, but I do want to get to know you better. And a game that I like to play is one truth and one lie. So if you can tell me one truth and one lie about yourself, and I'll try to guess which is the truth, which is the lie.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. This is fun. This is really fun. I played basketball in high school, and I'm from Boston.
Oh, that's easy. The first one is truth. I mean,
okay, yeah, you're right. Sorry, that was way too.
Right?
I'm not from Boston. I love Boston, but I'm from Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, Bulls all the way, right?
Yeah, hey, there we go. Wow, I love it. I love it.
Do you still play nowadays?
Yeah, I'm playing this weekend. I definitely still try and get out there. I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm trying to get it back.
Nice. All right, now let's talk about music. In your single, Come Here and Leave Me Alone, you say that it's normal to cry in a Target parking lot, which a lot of people relate to. So I think a lot of people have done it. But I just want to know, have you personally done it?
Yeah, well, I think everyone has their own Target parking lot, you know? I think I certainly have. You know, I can't remember if it was a Target or CVS. I should probably just say yes. I think that would be the easier answer, but I'm getting a little too honest. So I think yes, I certainly have. But yeah, like I said, I think people relate to that because everyone has their Target parking lot of sorts, you know, the place where they, you know, have broken down. That's not an ideal place to start crying.
Yeah, what is that place for you? Like the most random place that you found yourself crying at?
Probably just the CVS parking lot or Walgreens parking lot, just like something like, I should just say a Target parking lot. What am I doing? A Target parking lot. Yeah.
Let's just keep to the story, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Now, I listened to your whole EP. It's all very tender. It's, you know, sad bops. I was just wondering which song to you, when you listen to it again, makes you feel most vulnerable right now?
Oh, definitely track 9. It's the last song on the EP, and it's probably like the most vulnerable and honest song I think I've ever written. And that one for me, every time I listen back, still feels like the first time. You know, some songs over time kind of not lose their magic, but they don't make me feel the way that I did when I wrote them. And track 9 is a very fresh cut, you know, and definitely I feel that the same way every time I play it or listen to it.
Yeah, when I listened to it for the first time, it kind of like made me feel a certain way, make me want to like level up and cry.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment, so thank you.
I mean, like, yeah, you're making millions of people cry all over the world. Did you cry when you wrote it? I mean, what was the scenario?
Yeah, I wrote it in this room, literally like right here. I just gotten this new, you can't see it, but I have a Wurlitz over there. It's a little electric piano, and it was like, I think the night I got that piano, and I was feeling a lot of things from a fairly recent breakup, and it was one of those songs that kind of comes together and just pours out of you really, really fast all at once.
Yeah, I love the piano sound in it. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's the only track in your EP that did not have a guitar. It was
I think
piano driven.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true, which was really fun for me. I'm primarily a guitar player, but I write on piano a lot, and I've never really done a piano song, so it was fulfilling to kind of get one on there.
And which song for you, apart from track 9, was the most memorable to write? Maybe it was like the most fun or the easiest.
I think Cry Over Boys was really fun to write. It was challenging to write and to get it perfect. It was a really fun one to write for sure. I think the subject matter started out kind of playful, and the more I kind of wrote it and got into it, the more I realized like, oh man, I'm guilty of the same things that I'm kind of projecting onto someone else here. So that one was a blast to take to the finish line. Sometimes the challenging ones are the most fulfilling at the end.
Yeah, for sure, because you overcome like
exactly.
the hurdle. Speaking of fulfillment, I noticed that you tweet a lot. You're very witty, you're very funny, you're ironic. Which lyric in your entire EP stands out to you that when you wrote it, you're like, yeah, that's my favorite line?
Oh man, I mean, I would be remiss not to say you cry over boys you haven't even met in real life. Like right when I wrote that one, I was just like, oh yeah, people are gonna either love this or hate this, but at least they're gonna feel some type of way about it.
Yeah. And, it's the truth.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, you described the EP as a full circle process for you, and I quote, one rotation around the heart, which brings to mind a full circle, which brings to my mind the fact that, you came out of this experience and you learned something about love, about relationships. So coming out of relationships and stuff like that often makes us reflect, right? So what is that one big lesson that you've learned from that experience?
Yeah, I'm happy you are asking about this because it's something I've been thinking about just like so much over the past few months as that scenario has become extremely real for me. I think my biggest takeaway is how important the seed and the start of a relationship is to the longevity. And I think something that I want to improve on is just like setting boundaries and being more realistic with expectations of myself.
So you feel like you are the one who's often the disappointment in the dynamic?
I don't know if it's disappointment in a sense, but I think I don't do a great job of, I think I try to please everyone. And I think while that's well-intentioned, I think sometimes it can really start to cause trouble down the line, as far as how much of yourself you're able to give to someone else and how much of yourself you need to keep for you.
Okay, as my final question, if you had to go in an island and self-isolate and could only bring one song with you, and this is the only song that you can play on repeat, that's the rule, what would it be and why?
Cry Over Boys by Alexander 23. No, I'm kidding. What would it be and why? That's an incredible question. I'm taking Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo because that song, speaking of journeys, that song is a journey all the way through, and there's like 4 different songs in there, so I don't think you could ever get bored of it.
Yeah. So it blew your mind when you first heard it because, everyone's talking about how this is like an outlier in the pop world. It's different,
Yeah, I was lucky enough to hear it a while ago. I've known Olivia for a bit, and so she showed me it in August. So yeah, and I still love it just as much as the first time I heard it. So I think that is proven to be a good desert island song for sure.
All right, you'll be like feeling a certain way the whole time.
It is what it is. I chose my destiny and I'm sticking with it.
All right, thank you so much for talking to me today. Yeah. I hope you stay safe, take care, and hope to see you perform soon in KL, hopefully.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time. Hopefully, we can meet in person soon. But until then, I really appreciate it.